Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now it's week 15 of 52 as I look at the 15th game on Sega Genesis Action 52 compilation brought out by Active Enterprises in 1993. And game 15 is Depth Charge. Luckily this isn't a two-player game, so I should be able to actually properly review it, unlike Skirmish, which was two-player in such a way that I couldn't judge it. Depth Charge, I'm presuming this has something to do with submarines. Sounds like it from the title. No title screen, okay. So I'm this ship at the top of the screen there, and I'm going left and right, dropping depth charges on submarines. Well, isn't that exciting? 1993. Yeah, I bet Genesis owners in the United States were just gagging to play this, weren't they? I mean, why play something like Gunstar Heroes or Streets of Rage 2 or Sonic the Hedgehog when you can just go left and right dropping depth charges on randomly appearing submarines? I mean, everyone would want to play this over those games, wouldn't they? Said no one ever. Goodness me. Oh, did you see that? The unfinished explosion from that previous submarine was actually enough to stop my depth charge from penetrating. I think that it's more like the debris from the previous submarine would have just been knocked out of the way. I don't think it would have actually stopped a depth charge. And certainly to the point where the depth charge just disappears. Oh dear. This is going to get boring very quickly. There's not enough to it. Oh God! When they've got something's close to one another, and the explosion of one of them stops one of your depth charges dead, it just makes oh crap! And you can't tell when they're going to fire it. It's totally random by the looks of things. I mean, as you've seen, some have passed by and not fired even once. See, that one didn't fire for it. And you can only drop one depth charge at a time, so you can't just drop them wildly. Yeah, this isn't very good at all.
Level complete.
Oh boy. Level 3. Oh. Nice little animation of the satellite dish and some other things on the ship you control at the top of the screen there. And the bubbles are a nice effect, but other than those little details, there's not really anything particularly amazing about this, is there? I mean, this is the kind of thing that you might have played on a handheld a decade earlier. You certainly wouldn't want to be playing this on a 16-bit console, which is exactly what would be the case if anyone had It's the Sega Genesis Action 52 compilation back in the day. Oh dear me.
Level complete.
This is so boring. There's nothing. There's not nearly enough to it. 1993, and that shipwreck in the foreground was actually completely obscured that submarine a few moments ago.
Level 5.
Last Life. I hate the submarines being close to the surface because you never know when they're going to suddenly fire. Oh. How come they can fire more than one and I can't? That's not fair. Depth charge has been stopped by debris. Oh god, this is dull as dishwater.
Level complete. Level 6.
There's no variety. It's just the same thing. Not even additional obstacles to make to keep things interesting. This is just boring. Oh boy. Active Enterprises, why did you even bother with games like this? These would barely have passed on an 8-bit console, never mind on a 16-bit console from 1993. Whoa! Oh, I couldn't have done anything about that. I just had to hope and pray they didn't fire, which they did, but I don't think I can be bothered to play that anymore. It's clearly not going to get any more interesting or better. It's just the same boring go left and right, dropping depth charges on submarines and hoping they don't shoot you first. That would get old very quickly. Graphics, although there's some nice parallax scrolling and some nice touches on the animation on the ship itself, generally it still looks like just slightly more detailed 8-bit graphics, as per the same problem with the other games I've played on this compilation. Yeah. And the things like the parallax and the bubbles and the rippling of the surface of the water aren't really enough to save that. Even some 8-bit games had some pretty impressive things like that on it, so that's not going to particularly seem as anything massively special on 16-bit, especially the lack of visual detail in general. Sound, when you get music in the background and explosions when either you or they get hit, so nothing particularly special there. Gameplay, well, it's repetitive, there's not enough to it. Literally all you're doing is going left and right, dropping depth charges on submarines. I reached the 7th level just then and there was no variety whatsoever, apart from maybe getting more submarines at a time than normal, but that's not enough to be really count as variety. And the fact that they can clearly fire more than one at a time, whereas you can't, it makes it a bit unfair. So yeah, it's certainly not the worst game on this compilation, but it's still not going to particularly elevate the final score all that much, if at all. I mean, a lot of it will depend on what the other games on this turn out to be like. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope to catch you on another one soon. Taxi88 out.